Hey there, fellow developers. Welcome back to our channel. Today we have some exciting news to share with you. Nitric, the cloud platform that champions choice and freedom, has just taken a giant leap forward in enhancing popular web frameworks such as Express.js, NestJS, Koa, and Fastify, to name a few. In this product update video, we'll explore how Nitric empowers you to bring cloud capabilities to your existing projects. So let's dive right in. To kick things off, let's talk about why this new feature is a game changer. Nitric has always been about giving developers the flexibility to choose the technologies that suit their projects best. And now, Nitric takes it a step further with support for third-party web frameworks. Previously, developing and deploying HTTP APIs with Nitric required using our APIs feature. But now, with the introduction of the HTTP resource feature, Nitric lets you leverage popular web frameworks like Express, Nest, and Fastify directly within your Nitric environment. This means you can continue to build on your existing expertise and projects without the need for a daunting transition. By enhancing these frameworks with Nitric, you gain access to a range of powerful cloud features. Imagine automated deployments, asynchronous messaging, secrets management, blob file storage, and scheduled tasks seamlessly integrated into your web projects. Nitric enables you to supercharge your applications and unlock new levels of productivity and scalability. So here in my VS Code, we have a typical TypeScript Nitric template. Let's go ahead and install Express. I'm using TypeScript, so I'm going to also add the types for Express as well. Okay, all installed. So if we go into our functions, you'll see the default hello TS file that comes with the Nitric template. Let's go ahead and delete that. And let's make a new file called app.ts. So the first thing you want to do is import Express. And then we want to import the new HTTP resource from Nitric. Then let's initialize our Express app. And then build our first route. Let's put this route on the root of the API, and then just return a hello world. So if you are familiar with Express, you know that this is exactly the same as what you would do normally. So to turn this into a Nitric application, all we have to do is wrap the app in the HTTP function. Like so. Easy, right? If you're wondering why we're not calling the listen function from Express, well, Nitric handles this all for you, reducing boilerplate code. So let's save this and start our application using the default VS Code debug script, which you get with every Nitric template. This will essentially run Nitric start underneath the hood. So if you look in the terminal, you'll see the endpoint right there with a port of 4001. If we use curl to call this API now, you'll see the hello world come back. And of course, if we set a little breakpoint on line 7 and try again, of course, debugging works out of the box. All right, cool. So we have an Express app running. Let's start to enhance it with Nitric. Let's add a pub sub topic, which allows us to perform work in the background, but still respond quick via the HTTP API. So on line 5, I'm just going to define a new topic called work requests. And here we put the topic name in, and this is for publishing. Okay, so in our route, let's publish these work requests. So this will be a promise, so let's just add an async here, and we will await work requests, publish. We'll just leave the event payload as a blank object for now. So now let's add a new file, which will contain our worker. Let's call it worker.ts. And in here, I'm just going to copy and paste some code from the Nitric docs. So here we have the same topic name as before, and we are subscribing to it. And we just have a sleep here for 2 seconds to simulate a long-running task. So our application would have hot reloaded with these changes. So I'm just going to clear my terminal, and we can add a breakpoint here. And let's use curl again, see what happens. So we get the first breakpoint from before. And if we let that go through and count 2 seconds, 1 and a 2, the next breakpoint has been hit. All right, so I think we're done with our application now. Let's go ahead and deploy it to the cloud. So firstly, let's just stop our local running application. So let's start by going to the terminal. I'll clear this and make it bigger. All right, so let's make our Nitric stack using the Nitric stack new command. Let's call it AWS. And of course, we can choose any three of the big clouds, but I personally love AWS, so I'm going to pick that. And let's pick US East 1. If we go back to our project files, you can now see a new stack file. This contains the current Nitric provider, the region that we will deploy to, and can also include other configurations for your cloud deployment. All right, we're ready to deploy to AWS using the Nitric up command. There you have it, guys, all deployed. So let's go ahead and copy the API endpoint and again use curl to test it. Awesome, all working and up there in the cloud. So, as you can see, Nitric brings together the best of both worlds. The familiarity of your favorite web framework and the power of cloud native features. With Nitric, you can scale your projects elastically, ensure least privilege security, and offload background or scheduled tasks effortlessly. No more manual infrastructure as code automation. Nitric takes care of the heavy lifting for you. And that's a wrap on our product update on Nitric's support for third-party web frameworks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting updates and tutorials. Until next time, happy coding.